Hi everybody, this is Eve Everett, and this is my Eve Everett eBay haul fail video. We don't often do failure type videos for eBay hauls, but I think that they are actually more helpful than just showing you a whole bunch of stuff and claiming that it's going to do fantastic. The reason I say that is, you know, as the cliche goes, you kind of learn from your mistakes more than you learn from anything else. Well, I would classify the following items I'm going to show you as mistakes because I left them behind and I probably shouldn't have. I know a great deal about several areas, but one area, or actually there's a couple areas I'm trying to learn a little more about, and that's electronics, vintage electronics, and also I'm getting a little more into plush items thanks to watching Pinching Pesos. And the reason I'm doing that is because, like I told you in a previous video, diversification is very important, because if you have one area that you specialize in go south for a protracted period of time, it's going to become a very precarious situation for you real fast if you aren't well diversified. Normally what happens, just like anything, purchasing by consumers is cyclical, and they are going to be looking for different types of things at different times a year. Although arguably I would say there are certain things that will always sell no matter what time of year it is. It's always better to have more security by being diversified. So the items you're going to see today are fails in categories that I'm learning much more about, but I'm weaker in right now. And like I said, those are electronics and dolls and plush animals. So let's take a quick look and see. Okay, the first thing I have here is a Pioneer 12 CD player changer CDX P1250. And it also came with the cartridge, and it was heavy. And you can see it has a few dings on it there. So I thought about it, and I really had no way of testing it. I know, excuse after excuse, right? And I thought to myself, well, you know, I'm kind of lazy. Literally, that's the first thing that came to mind. Like, I'm so lazy. Why won't I test this? But, you know, it's an area that I'm not comfortable in yet. So the other issue, which was a glaring error on my part, is I forgot to bring my internet access via my mobile device. So I was kind of winging it, and okay, I think I've covered pretty much every valid excuse that I have. So let's see whether this was a fail. Oops, wait a minute here. Where am I going? Okay, here we are. Yeah, probably that was a fail. If I parted this out, I could have gotten anywhere between maybe, let's see, someone sold their 12-disc cartridge for $22.99. I mean, it looks like it's a little all over the board, but, you know, I mean, I'm kind of on the edge of it, I think, but I think that, you know, there's someone else who sold the magazine that would keep the 12 CDs and change it for $26.50. So I was at the weigh and go, so I'm thinking that was probably not cool. I probably should have picked up at least the cartridge, because then I probably would have put it up for you know, somewhere in the middle, maybe $24.99, and I, you know, would have got 24 bucks for something I probably would have paid about maybe $1.50 for. Hey, like I said, these things happen. Okay, and my second fail from that trip is this Shrek talking plush donkey. Basically, you squeeze them and Eddie Murphy says a couple of things. And it worked. And he was in pretty decent shape. He wasn't dirty. And, you know, he, like I said, he still was able to talk, and he was in, I would say, very good condition. And I hauled over, and I'm like, I don't know, you know, I'll throw it back. And that was a bad idea because these guys seem to be selling pretty quickly. And I'm looking specifically at the more plush ones, like the ones that are sitting up, as opposed to these, that guy, for example, the one that's 18 inches at 22. I'm not looking really at that. I'm looking more at the talking Yappin' Nap, I think it is, $20, $23.74. I have a feeling that was probably something I could have pretty easily gotten rid of. But the other thing is it worth doing that? It looks like one of these, the $23 one, was free shipping. So, yeah, I throw it in my cart. I pay like $1 for it because I'm at the weigh and go. But between, the incoming and outgoing mail, if I'm paying the shipping for that to California, by the end of the day, with my time involved, gas and everything else, I mean, is $10 worth it to me? I'm not so sure. If it's sold quickly, I would say yes, maybe. But, one of my goals is to really make sure that my margin is never under, I'm sorry, not my margin, what I make off it, my net per item, is somewhere in the at least $20 and up range. I'm really trying to get away from smaller items where, I do all the work, and if I make, $7 to $12 off it, that's okay. Well, that's not okay for me because, I sell a lot of different things, and I've just gotten to the point, I'm getting older, aren't we all? So I'm being much more choosy than I used to be. And so, I don't know, I guess this one would be on the fence. This one is a DreamWorks dragon stuffed plush animal from that DreamWorks movie. And I'm not going to show you I'm showing you the tag here. I'm not going to show you the actual plush item because when I put it in the car, it had lint all over, and I took a picture of it, but it looked very, I don't know. It actually was in great shape. All I had to do was take the lint off it, but I put it back because I didn't want to be bothered. So, another lazy one for me. And let's see here, what do I got? Well, that probably wasn't a good idea because this is the exact same one, and someone sold 12 of these for $38.95. And I think even with shipping, I think that this one's like 18 inches or so, which is the one it's the exact one I found. So I'm going to call that a fail. I probably should have picked that up. If this lady sold 12 of them, I would think that she is one happy lady. And I would have been too, but I did not pick it up. So, fail. Okay, so here's the last one of the video. This is a Toy Quest XX Tsunami Blaster. And, it's just one of these typical battery-operated water gun type things. And I know even less about this than I do electronics. And I had it in my car, I took it out, I put it back in. And normally I have like this if I touch it 3 times, put it back, take it out, that sort of thing, then I'll buy it if I can swing it. Especially when you're at a weigh and go. But I did not, and it was a very bad decision because in my opinion it's a very bad decision. I looked on eBay, couldn't even find this thing anymore. I Terapeaked it, couldn't find it there either. I went to Camel. Well, first I went to Amazon. I saw that there was a listing for it, but guess what? It said, quote unquote, currently unavailable. Same model, just a different color than this. This is like a lime, bright lime green. And I said to myself, oh boy, if I had picked that up, that would have been stupendous because When you don't see something on eBay, and when you see that it's currently unavailable on Amazon, you probably have a winner. In many cases, not all. But I think in this case, I would have had a winner, because when I checked Camel, 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 this is what I saw. The highest price that this sold at back in March 2014 was $50. Now, I know that's a long time ago, and it looks like somebody sold it like an idiot, and you know, it's where third party used $4.94 February 2nd 2016. Well, I checked it and nobody's selling it, so I'm not sure where they're getting that from. I'm very confident that I missed out on an opportunity, because I think that it's actually something that's very hard to find and probably very desirable. And I would bet you that if this person made $50 off it, I could have at least made that as well. So I would definitely call that a epic fail. And there's the Amazon listing, and it says not in stock. So bummer, but hey, happens to the best of us, right? So that little cute blaster would have made me quite a bit of money, but I put it back. But you live and learn, right? Okay, well, this is just Eve Everett showing you that, yeah, you can make mistakes, and as long as you learn from them and try not to repeat them, maybe it's not so bad. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit like and subscribe. And in the next couple weeks, I will be back with a Amazon ungating video for beauty. I know that a few people had either emailed me. You can email me at eve@eveeverett.com. I will have my website up hopefully in the next month and a half or so. But you can email me. I will get it and I will respond. And again, please subscribe, and thank you very much. Have a great week.